What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. I want to talk about uh, Isaiah today. Boo, my best friend, my son, and I don't really want to cry. Um, I just want to talk about. I just want a free time to talk. When you lose somebody, just to kind of help understand. I I love learning, and I love that the internet is full of advice and different types of scenarios in which we can learn vast amounts of energy. So when I do learn new things, I tend to share them, and that's where I'm at. Okay. Um, as you may know, or maybe you don't know, my son has passed away, and it's been a little over a month, about a month and so many days. And I wanted to talk about a coping mechanism that I don't actually fully understand. And the coping mechanism is something similar. I gotta write something down. The coping mechanism is when I was getting a divorce. It was a very traumatic experience in my mind. Like it was really it hit me hard, and I'm not gonna lie about it. Like it was very difficult. These are obviously completely different scenarios. Um, and I think the main difference is when I got a divorce, I couldn't fathom going back to neighborhoods, streets, places, even sections of the city where I had memories with this person because it hurt so bad. And with this, it's the complete opposite. I find joy and I don't know if it's joy. I find um, comfort. Yeah, that's a better word. I find comfort in everywhere I go. Except here. Here's really hard. And it's because a lot of the times Boo would be like passing and stuff. And um, when I was at Papago Park, for instance, the other day, and I was running with some clients and they left, and I had to go run 5 more miles. 4.9. Total of 8. And I was running along, and I remember when me and Boo were out there, and there's videos on Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. There's all that stuff's recorded. Thank goodness I record everything. And it felt good. It was like a memory holding on to that, and um, that's the main difference. But something I've noticed that is that's the main similarity or the main difference. The main similarity is when I was going through a divorce, and I'm telling you these because these are probably two of the most difficult things that I've had to go through in the last 10 years. Obviously, when my brother committed suicide when I was younger, that was difficult too, but it's been a while. Probably never healed from it, I'm sure, but anyway, um, this used to happen a lot. I think it was a good solid like 3 years maybe. I would always, like for instance, I'd be sitting on the toilet, going to the bathroom, and I would open up the shower. And I would think, one of these times my ex-wife's going to be there and be like, just kidding. I want to be with you. I love you. And that never happened. And lately, I've been thinking about Boo in the same way. I went into his room the earlier and I just laid on his bed. But I keep thinking, I'm like, you know, if you could just like miraculously come back, it would feel really good. And the only thing that I can think makes sense about that is I'm holding on to the love, the good times. Because obviously, if it was bad, you wouldn't hold on to it. You would separate that feeling. So I guess it's a positive coping mechanism. Um, Very difficult. There's no real like time frame um, in which you need to recover from things. I really did think Isaiah would be with me forever. I thought we were kind of like inseparable. We stayed there for each other, and he always said, he's such a hard ass sometimes. He always said to like my mom and different people, if anybody ever hurts my dad or my brother, fill in the blanks. There's no real way to be ready for something like this. It's wrong. It's not fair. But it's also um, the way that we have to understand life works. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to not talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. It's okay to get mad when people talk about it. It's okay to hide away. It's okay to socialize. It's okay to work hard. It's okay to take time off. Anything that you want to do is okay, you know. I was thinking the other day, I have a lot of dead space lately. I was thinking the other day, being a father and not leaving your kids is not enough. Could have been a better dad, and I'm not beating myself up about that. I'm just saying realistically, I should have done more for my kids. And of course, became a single father when I was a teenager, and I had help along the way, obviously from my mom, my ex-wife, but if this situation teaches you anything, I hope that you're not going through this situation. But if you are, understand it's going to be okay. You know, and understand that I'm not religious. I'm kind of spiritual and just like really basic spiritual, like good and bad, right and wrong. I believe in the universe as far as like some things go. But I think one thing that we probably need to do understand is there's a Lil Wayne song and the game. It's like a rap song. It's called My Life. I haven't listened to it because I know it's going to trigger feelings. I'm staying away from certain music right now. And basically, the lyrics go, I would play it for you, but I don't know what the gist of it is. I don't know how the lyrics go. I could probably Google it, but I'm not going to. It's basically, why am I here? Everybody I've known or loved is dead. What is this? What is it like? Why am I still alive? And the only thing I can imagine, or you should imagine if you're going through a difficult time, is one of two things is going to be true. Either we have more to teach or we have more to learn. And we really got to be thankful for both of those things. There was a lot of times that I wished I was more like Isaiah. He was friendly, he was kind, he was loving. He was different than the family. And I think he was different because he was mine. We did it right, boo. You guys probably see me one way, but I didn't cuss in front of my kids. I would never drink or anything with my kids. They're obviously not old enough, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the cool parent. I would be the cool parent, like we'd go quadding with some of their friends or ride a boat and stuff. But the last year or so has been difficult. I think what happened was I was engaged a few years ago, and my mom interjected in that and caused a lot of hardship. It was really difficult. And basically told the lady to get out. And I think our relationship was having some issues anyway. And then since then, I've had a couple heartbreaks, like small ones, and I don't know. it's just been difficult to set myself out there again. So like the things like outdoors and stuff I used to love to do, like all, and then they gave away Jimmy, and it's just like you become like this hard steel like person, and you forget what it is to feel emotions, love, caring, laughter, fun. You know what I mean? Like all these deep, even deeper, like sensual feelings don't exist anymore. And I don't know. In situations, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said a really good statement, and it was true. And I will definitely not take their statement as my own, but we were both very much so talking about this situation, and we both agreed basically in the same way. So you can go through very traumatic experiences. I've been through a lot. Been stabbed a few times, molested as a child, and just let's not get all into all kinds of stuff. But I don't blame those people. I don't blame myself. I don't play, I'm trying not to, well, at least I hope I don't, play the victim. Because there's really like two routes that you can go with a situation as massive as this. Um, I'll be the first to tell you I wasn't a great husband. Um, I think I got married as a last ditch effort to try to keep everything together, and it was the wrong time, and it's not a good idea. Um, wasn't horrible, but I definitely didn't pull my weight and argued a lot, and it was really difficult. And more praise to that individual. It definitely takes two to tango. I understand that, so I'm not trying to beat myself up about it. Um, so I don't play the victim. Oh, poor me, and this and that. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe you don't see it. I don't know. But meaning like if I were playing the victim, I would say, "Oh, I was such a great husband. She's left me. It was so sad." Blah blah blah. There's probably more I could have done with this situation. You can also play the victim, or you can pick your shorts up, and you can use this as your growing mechanism, as the fire to keep burning, as a learning tool, understanding that it's okay to be sad and it's all okay to have a hard time to get through this, but also understanding that it didn't happen to you. It it happened. It just happened. It's not to hurt you. Nobody did it to hurt you, And Boo definitely would have never done that to hurt me. That would be the last thing he would do. And you have to like do your best to understand that death is a natural thing. Obviously, in certain ways that people pass, it's not natural. But we also have to, I think, do our best to understand that it is inevitable. And I've always said there's only one guaranteed thing in this life, and that is death. And I'm not saying that in like a heartless way. I'm just saying it's a fact. There's no guarantee of laughter, happiness, feeling, emotion, a great job, being successful, moving out of your fucking mom's house. There's no fucking guarantee for any of that. The only guarantee in life is that you will eventually pass on. And I am really doing my best. I have ups and downs, and sometimes I'm driving 15 miles past my exit on the freeway and not even realize it because I'm spacing off and thinking about the situation. Um, but we have to understand that it's real. It's hard, and it's gonna be okay. You know, I love you, Isaiah. Boo, you're my best friend. Probably should have told you that more, but I think you knew. And just do your best. Do your best of whatever it is. You know, there's just no real way. Just don't give up. You know, don't lose who you are. People say all the time it changes who you are. I don't believe that. I don't think who you are changes. I think you evolve with new skills, or you devolve and lose skills, meaning you could collapse and be sad and stuff. And it's okay to go up and down between the two and stuff, but just keep working on reminding yourself that um, although extremely difficult, time will heal things. Time heals everything. And I promise you, I've been through some situations that were extremely difficult, and I'm not saying it's going to go away. It never will. But I will say that um, make sure you do give yourself whatever it is that you need. You know, if you need a vacation, you need to go take a month, get your ass out there and do it. Take a month. Don't worry about what anybody else says. If you need to sit on a freaking island somewhere and think about your child, do it. Who's stopping you? If you need to work 70 hours a week so you don't go crazy, do it. That's the way you work through stuff. You guys, and I never really understood this statement, and I've said this a couple times, if you are experiencing a loss of a family member, a child, anybody, a friend, I'm really sorry for your loss. And I never understood that statement, and I had a really crappy way of dealing with loss before. Because the only person I'd ever lost, I felt like abandoned me. My brother. He was like a father figure to me, and I was mad at him. So I guess I kind of attached that to that for many years. So I'm trying to fix that. But I'm sorry for your loss, and if you're going through hard times, um, just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Don't ever do anything stupid. As far as like hurting yourself or anything, because I don't know what happens, after this. Um, I don't really believe in cremation, or, I mean, I guess I kind of understand that the energy will flow back into the air and everything. But beyond that, don't ever think that you're going to hurt yourself to join this person in the afterlife or heaven or anything like that. And I'm not saying it's not okay to believe that that's going to happen someday, but you definitely don't want to try to hurry it up. Okay. Your life matters. You're here because you have some type of impact that you have to have, whether it's on yourself or if it's on others or whatever it is. You still have a freaking purpose, and you got to keep pushing. I love you guys. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Hashtag Team Boo. Have a beautiful day. And if you're new here, check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. It's mainly about other stuff, but have a good day, guys. Thanks.